The real beginning for Mansfield's Air Guard unit began with people who had the vision and knew the potential of the men and women of north central Ohio.
They had a committee called the Civilian Advisory Committee made up of the leading industrialists in Mansfield. And Colonel Tappan, being President Tappan Stove, was a key. And having been a colonel in World War II as well as being a World War I pilot, he knew what they were trying to do. And he had some influence with the Air Force. So he went to the Air Force and said, we want an Air National Guard squadron in Mansfield. The Air Force said, oh, there's no way. You said, Mansfield is only 75,000 people. That's a small community to support an organization of an Air National Guard. And he said, well, what do we have to do to prove it? And they said, well, you've got to round up some people and prove you can support it. So the advisory committee got busy, and they...
An advisory committee for the 164th Fighter Squadron of the Air National Guard of Ohio, which will be activated at Municipal Airport in mid-June, is preparing for an all-out enlistment campaign. The committee has prepared and will put into the mail tomorrow some 3,000 letters to former servicemen in the greater Mansfield area, inviting them to join the unit.
The recruiting drive took place from May 25th through the 27th. The advisory committee, along with local military members, set up booths and displays in Mansfield Square. They ran advertisements in local papers and hung posters around town. The drive resulted in 353 new recruits, many of whom were prior service. Although Mansfield was the last city in Ohio awarded a unit, they were the first to achieve 100% manning. The culmination of the years of hard work reached its height on Saturday, June 20th, 1948, when the 164th Fighter Squadron had its members sworn in. On that June day, Major General C.W. Goebel, Adjutant General in Ohio, addressed the new members, families, and other dignitaries.
With the activation of these 4 units here today and the activation of the Headquarters 121 Fighter Group in Dayton next Saturday, Ohio will have completed the organization of all the major air units allotted to the state by the federal government. And we will have in being more air units in Ohio than in any other state. To Mr. Tappan and his advisory committee, whose organizational and promotional work has resulted in this auspicious start, we are indeed grateful. Their reward is in the knowledge that they've played an important and worthwhile part in getting our national defenses back on a sound basis.